Anyways, guys, it's now time to talk Super 6. Tom, I'm hearing you've had a good weekend.
Did have a good week this week, finally. Got a few. I was unlucky with a few.
On the game. On Super 6.
Not in general.
What did I say?
You just said you had a good weekend.
Yeah, I had a good weekend on Super 6. What do you think?
Well, how many points you get?
I'm just trying to get
it.
I'm just trying to get it up. What round was it? 12?
Yep.
I got 13 points.
Wow.
But I was close to... I had 2-1 Villa. So at 2-1... Well, just carry on.
Yeah. Well, it was 2-1 at one point. Yeah, you're right.
Carry on.
What did you get, really?
8.
Ooh.
Yeah, 4.
What did you get?
10.
10.
Yeah, I got the draw for Chelsea
What did
Arsenal.
you get?
11. I got 11.
Oh, yeah, and I had 2-1 Chelsea as well, which was that's
Mate, I also
very
got...
annoying.
I also got golden goal.
No,
Me
same.
too.
4 minutes.
4 minutes.
Yeah,
Jake
Jake
Murphy.
Murphy.
Yeah.
Who?
I got
Murphy.
City 2-1. I predicted 2-0 Newcastle.
Yeah, we both had City 2 on, didn't
I
we?
was going to be on a mega point, and then Brentford scored a third.
Did you have 2-0?
Yeah.
I think I had 2-1 in that.
Yeah, and I also had 2-0 United.
I had 2-0 United.
Yeah, and I had a draw between Aston Villa and West Ham.
No, I had 2-1.
Yeah, I had that as well. 1-1.
Then
That's a bit...
forgot to change my predictions beforehand.
Yeah, that's a bit like... Do you know what I mean?
That weren't a bad prediction, I don't think. West Ham are in good form.
That's what I thought. But hey, look, it's obviously midweek action this week on Super 6 with the Champions League. But before we touch on them, let's discuss Aston Villa here, Tom, because
Pretty good, aren't they?
they are looking pretty tasty. And Emre came out and said, what's his dream? To win the Champions League. Can they get it, Thomas?
I hope not.
Well, there we go, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, it's not. It's very annoying how good Villa are, but yeah, I hate the bastards.
Do you reckon they'll qualify for Champions League?
No.
Top 5?
Top 5, though. 5th place is the spot for them. They could, if they
I think
improve.
Newcastle will get 5th.
And they won't finish top 4?
What? Villa ain't finishing top 4 now.
Okay, right, well.
Why, though? Why can't they?
Well, no, they can, but I don't think they will.
They're in a very similar position that we were, where like in the form that Emery's had with them, it's like they are right at the top of the league when you take into consideration the points that he's been earning.
When he inherited him from Gerrard. Yeah.
But like, what's the deal? Let me just check the league quickly, because
So they're currently sat in 5th.
They're on
Obviously,
we're United.
United at 8th.
8th.
So, right, yeah, so
4 points
this is
down.
my point. So everyone's like, rightfully so, by the way, how good Villa have been this season, amazing. The same people would be saying how shit United are and how bad they are, and they're only 4 points behind them. When United get it right, they will finish above Villa.
If.
Well, okay, yeah. So I cannot see Villa finishing above Spurs, Liverpool, Arsenal, City, probably not United, and even Chelsea if they finally turn the performances into results. I can't see Villa finishing above them.
What about Europa League again?
Yeah, 100. Oh, yeah, I've got Villa coming 6th.
But why can't you see it? Because like they're playing very well. They've been doing it for a long
Because
period of
Also,
time.
how are they going to finish 6th? You can't see them finishing above Chelsea.
No, I said
Man United.
all of them. I can't see them finishing above all of them together, kind of thing. Like, do you know what I mean? There's too many teams there that they've got to
Maths
finish.
won't add up.
No, I don't. I'm not saying they can't.
He's saying
it's like a collective.
Yeah, in the
All these
the
teams.
end point of the season,
Yes.
he can't envisage Villa being better than every single one.
Well, they'll be like
They only have to be better
second
than
if
a
they
few.
were.
Well, no, but you get what I'm trying to
I
say.
do know
It was
what-
just a
yeah.
collective group of teams. I'm saying I could 100% see them finishing 6th, 7th, and having a good run in.
But they're yet to have their team of the season centre back return from injury. Aren't they? That's the main thing.
Yeah, he's the big one. Like,
Diego Carlos.
oh, he's coming.
Do you know they need to sign Chong?
Yeah, he's a great player, up and coming as well. No, I don't get it though. I think that it's harsh saying you don't see it. Like, what reason don't
Why
you
is
see
it
it? Is it
hard?
'cause it's-
The other teams have got
because-
better players. That's why.
No, I don't. I think I don't think they get Champions League.
Why do you think it's
But I
like-
do think Europa League is most definitely in the
Yeah,
in the realm of them.
100%.
But also, they are currently in Europa League.
Mate, they're not out of
Yeah.
getting Champions League. I just personally don't think they're better than a lot of those teams.
But like we've seen,
You
even
think they're a
last
better
season-
team than Spurs?
It's no, but Newcastle
Liverpool.
didn't have a better team than teams that we finished above. We
but
didn't have a better team, but we did it. And Aston Villa on a similar
Yeah, but
trajectory.
last
There
season,
is the
a lot of teams underperformed.
There is the argument that obviously Villa, with the extra games that they do have been in Europe, the likes of Spurs and Chelsea have midweek.
Right, so where do you
Chelsea,
see,
I'm sorry, Chelsea are not getting Champions League.
Okay, so where do you see Villa finishing?
Just for Villa.
Where do you see Villa finishing?
I think they can steal a fifth,
Okay, over who?
So who are the top four for
Over
you then?
Newcastle.
Who's ahead of Newcastle or Spurs or Liverpool?
I think it's going to be another one where it's very tight coming into the end.
No,
and
just answer
someone's
the
going
question.
Well, no, it's tricky to say because it's going to come down to the finer
No.
details of the season.
The only one
if
they can beat is
you
Newcastle.
think they're going to finish fifth,
Name the four.
name the four above them then.
Well, no, what I'm saying is, right,
Oh,
there's
God, Jesus
well,
Christ.
you're not letting me say a point because it's not as simple as
We
that.
just
You're
need
gonna
4 teams,
if you have
mate.
players.
Yeah, but if you say they finish fifth, it is as simple as
No,
who
so
finishes
say
top
we
four.
get to the end of the season and there's 3 teams all within a few points of each other. Say Newcastle get a big injury, we might drop out as a result.
Yeah,
of that. I
mate.
think it's going to come down
That's
to
the
no,
point
but
of
I
a
thought you
prediction. There's all leaps and bounds.
But Lewis, but you just said you're in a title race, so why do you finish below Villa?
No, I'm just saying there's going to be a lot of teams.
Kid's a mess.
It's not even crazy.
No,
to
it
say.
is crazy. You've earlier in the show, you said Newcastle in a title race and can win the league. And now you're
you're in a
saying,
fifth-
out of
a
all the
fifth
teams
race
to finish
battle.
below Villa, most likely it's
I
going to
use
be Newcastle.
I use Newcastle as an example
Yeah,
for a
I
team
got
that's getting
it. I got
injuries.
it.
So just looking for any
we all
detail to jump
know
on.
teams can get injuries and have bad runs of form and lose a few games. Just name the 4.
I don't know. I think Liverpool. I think
Imagine
Liverpool, Arsenal, Villa will be all within a few points of each other, and it can go either way.
What?
So,
What?
Whoa. So
What?
You think top 3
I think
will be
Arsenal-
Man
I think-
City, Liverpool... Wait, so Man City, Spurs, and then what? The
Newcastle.
other 3 just competing for the...
So let me
But
get
this
straight.
isn't a
Arsenal, who
Newcastle
are currently
clip. I don't-
undefeated and have beaten Man City, are not in there.
I'm sorry, you're going to drop off
Oh,
again.
you're
You
fucking
are. You
so
do it every.
stupid.
You do. How's it stupid? You've done it every season for the last 10 years. But this isn't a Newcastle clip. I'm saying Villa are going to be in and around it, and I don't think. I'm not saying they guarantee get it, but I
What do you
think
mean
it's
we've done
harsh. I feel like it's harsh to say I just don't see that they can do it. You don't have a good enough team when it's.
Mate,
we've seen that teams. It doesn't necessarily
You
matter.
said Arsenal drop off every year for the past 10 years. Yeah, that's just not true. Last year was the first time we've ever been in a title race in about fucking 10 years. Newcastle were in the championship, mate.
Well, that's even better. So you've been in one title race in the last 10 years, and now I'm saying you're
It's
not
more
in
than
one.
Newcastle have been in.
And I'm saying you're not in one this year, and also that's madness.
Yes, it
I
is.
find
You've
it-
been in one in the last 10 years, so therefore
That's
it's actually
not-
quite
it's
logical.
relevant. Therefore it's
Statistically,
relevant.
you're never in there.
Therefore, it is relevant. That's like saying Newcastle in the championship fucking 6 years ago. What, now they're going to win the title?
Yeah.
Well, no, but this is the thing.
Got you there, mate.
So,
Make you look
so
right
last
now.
season, at the start of the season, Arsenal had not been in a title race for the previous 10.
Yeah, and then
so
they
that
were
same
last
point with
year.
Newcastle being in a title race is the same point that you would be making last year with Arsenal.
Literally, last year we were in a title race. Yeah? So therefore,
And bottled it.
relevancy
You weren't really.
means that we are
Well,
probably
we
going to
weren't
be in this year. And we're
really. Well, you
undefeated
bottled
this
it.
year.
You
We're
had points off.
undefeated. Same as
We were-
Spurs.
we were- race for 250
they were in a
days.
title race.
Right, you put the pressure on, but that doesn't mean that you're
Mate,
definitely
they
in
were
a
top of
title.
the league
on,
for
mate.
most of the season. You
Yeah.
finished
You've changed your
4th and
tone.
think you're in a
You-
title race this season?
Yeah. You think being within a certain amount of points is a title race. That's not a title race. Being first and being chased is a title
No,
race.
I think if you're in touching distance. But anyways,
he
this
does
isn't
say
a
it is
Newcastle
tough.
clip. This is
Yeah.
about Villa.
Mate,
I'm
they
not-
were-
So also something else I want to pick up on. You think Spurs are already solidified for top 3 position?
Yes.
And yet your prediction was Ange first manager to be.
Yeah, I was so wrong about that. I hold my hands up.
Do you
I
know
was
what
wrong.
I'm mad
Wrong.
about that is, obviously I think Spurs are really good and whatever, but the fact you think... Like,
So clear.
you put Spurs ahead of Newcastle,
Yeah.
who you think are like this amazing team, but then you put Newcastle ahead of like Liverpool. Like, it's so weird.
This is the thing about football, right? It's not always plain simple. It's always you look at this table at the end of the year, and it's like that's not how I would have
last
imagined.
weekend, and then decide the rest of your predictions based on that.
But it's weird how confident you are to say Newcastle are better than Arsenal and going to finish above them, but won't say that about Spurs.
Yeah, Spurs haven't really
Spurs are gonna finish
experienced
second.
any difficult fixtures yet.
They're finishing second.
I don't know. They've played Liverpool, United.
Okay, well, their actual run of tough times.
I think Spurs are finishing second. They're not, as we say, they don't have the extra games to worry about.
Spurs and say they don't have the squad depth of Arsenal.
Yeah,
They're
But they
one
don't
injury away from
necessarily need
falling
it.
out of the top 4.
see, this is where you contradict yourself, because I said I don't think Villa will finish 5th or 6th because they're just better teams than them.
Yeah.
You're going, well, that's harsh. But
think
then
it's-
you're going, well, Spurs are definitely second because they've had a really good start.
No, I think Spurs.
But then when Theo's going, they've got no depth. You're going, well,
Right,
yeah,
okay.
but then,
No.
But you're going, well, if Villa, I don't know, because at the end of the season, Villa might get an injury towards, and you never know.
But then you
No,
also
no.
the team you just chose who would finish below Villa is Newcastle.
Well, let me respond. So Tottenham on this, you're just talking at me here. You won't let me. So on Spurs, they say they're in around the top. It comes to January, we've already agreed in previous podcasts that they'll definitely strengthen in January if they know, we have actual chance to make headway here, and I think they will do that. I think they'll still be around second and third.
I agree. I've had Spurs finish second as well. I agree with, but it contradicts your other points. That's my point.
Yeah,
What
and
points
also,
that
why wouldn't other teams do
explained.
that if they're in the same?
Who's to say Arsenal are going to
Proximity.
strengthen?
Yeah,
I just think you will bottle it, man. I don't think.
Do you know what that is? That is a weak-minded person.
It's not
thing.
soft.
That
I
is.
called you
That
to lose to
sounds-
Chelsea.
that sounds
No,
like
and you
no
almost
end,
bottled it.
That is quite simply just stubbornness and immaturity.
Is it after you went and almost bottled to Chelsea, like who have only
What do you
beat
mean
like
almost
Luton
bottled?
and Fulham?
I mean, Chelsea almost bottled it.
No, you were.
No, you
we've
almost
got a
bottled. You
really
went
good.
2-0
We've got
down.
a really good run of fixtures now, though. Like we've been through a difficult patch, and now
And we're still
have,
undefeated.
Now we
I'm
have a
so-
good.
But the thing is, when you
ahead of-
are, do you think Man City look at fixtures and think, "Oh, this is a real difficult patch"? They're just like the big team, and they are going to go after
I
everyone.
think-
I think
I
Arsenal have
definitely
that
Arsenal
different
quite literally
mindset.
beat Man City.
Yeah, well, not when it mattered, did it? Not last season.
Oh, he's had you there.
Every game matters.
No, some are more.
No, some matter when it comes to
Beating
the end of the
Manchester
season.
City at the start of the season could enable you to win the league. Because if Man City win every game and you win
So
every
could
game,
be
I'm not
Chelsea.
going to lie.
Yeah,
They're not going to be losing sleep over that game.
but the point is still valid though.
It matters when
for,
it
for
because it's
able to
before
win
January.
the league, for able
Yeah,
to
no,
win the
literally,
league, to win the league, you have to beat the opponent that is also potentially going to win
Not
the league.
this early on, mate, to be
It
honest.
still makes a difference.
It comes
I
down to
promise you.
momentum in the
Confidence
back
as
end
well.
normally.
Arsenal Spurs still undefeated.
No, it was a big win. It was a big win for Arsenal, but it wasn't a massive loss for City. They won't worry about that at all.
Normally, it matters more at the end of the season
Yeah,
because
if
it's like
that would've
on
been
paper,
April.
it's the same, but the momentum in the back of the season, the mentality.
If you would have done that,
points,
if you'd have done that in April, that's a massive step.
Points are points at the end of the day still.
Do you hand on heart believe when have you got City again?
Don't know.
Probably
Be
March.
about that time.
Do you reckon you'll beat them? Honestly, when it
Yeah.
matters, when it really matters.
If we sign Ivan Toney,
Yeah.
Okay.
we could do.
Well,
Yeah.
you said to me before the match.
I thought it was a massive win for Arsenal.
You said hand on heart. Do you really think you're going to beat them? Yeah, I mean, it happened.
Yeah, but like I said,
You say it can't happen
whether
again.
whether people want to admit it or not, there's a difference beating City in September than April.
Yeah, no, I agree. But also at the end of the day, points are still 3 points,
Correct.
and it adds up across the whole season. So if
Correct.
you beat your opponent who is also going for the same spot as you, then that matters across the whole season.
But one matters more than the other, you can admit.
Yeah, but it doesn't really matter when you then go and draw to Fulham and beat an average Chelsea and can't beat an average Chelsea side.
those-
Look
those-
bad.
Average.
When you see,
They
when
are
you,
average, aren't they?
I thought you said their performances are.
Go on, what were you
going to
say?
it's like
didn't say that.
beating Man City's great, but then dropping points to teams that Man City are going to beat anyways, you're giving away
Yeah.
that extra room that you've gained. That's like the
They
issue.
don't. They
It's
don't
almost
relent.
like football is unpredictable.
Hey,
Well,
Either way, look, the Min City.
Yeah, so let's to
Min
summarise.
City midweek.
To summarise, Villa top 5, yes or no?
No.
no.
I think no, but
yeah, I'm backing
You're just
them,
trying
man.
to be different, though.
I'm not. I'm backing.
You
Well,
are, mate.
Lewis Edgy Bowden.
50-50.
Yeah, he tries to do this thing like, what?
I think they're in
I stick
there.
up for the smaller name teams when.
Aston Villa aren't small.
Okay. What?
are they bigger than
Are they bigger than
Newcastle?
Newcastle?
Not bigger than Newcastle.
Oh,
though.
mate,
anyway.
I'm not getting into that again.
I find you
You're an
cringe
idiot.
sometimes.
But I'm only backing Aston Villa.
Okay.
I backed them since
In
the start of
terms
the
of
season, and look how they're
percentage,
doing.
not
Okay,
cringe.
but
Listen, why am I getting shot? I backed them when
what's
none of you
annoying me
did.
is
And the
name the top 4 then.
Mate, I backed up my Aston Villa when all you did
Oh,
at the
mate,
start
no
of the
one
season, and
gives
now
a
they're
shit.
fucking fifth.
Excuse me?
Well, maybe you as well.
Maybe.
So why am I getting sit? Oh, you're
You didn't
stupid
back-
when
We
they're
just
doing what
wanna
I
know
said
the
they were
top
going to
4.
do,
Hang
and
on.
Chelsea are
Hang
also
on.
doing what I
Lewis,
said they were going to
Lewis,
do.
Where did you predict Villa to finish last year? And apparently you're backing them. Where did you predict them to finish
I
last
can't
year?
remember where I told last year. I wasn't here for that though.
You said
No,
20.
you said last year. You backed them.
no, I
didn't.
know. I backed
You
them
didn't.
at the end of last season to
I
finish high
backed
this
them.
season.
I backed them. I said they finished 6th.
with Gerrard.
No, for this season, I backed them to finish high up, and they're doing that. They're still on track
Okay,
to do
Lewis,
that.
blah, 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 blah. Name the top 4 if Villa are 5th.
I'll go Man City, Tottenham, Newcastle, Arsenal,
It's Liverpool.
Liverpool, aren't it?
Liverpool 6th.
Villa, yeah, and then Liverpool.
Oh, shut up, Lewis. Dumb Eden. Right, moving on.
we'll see.
Midweek
We'll see.
Midweek rounds. Obviously, with Champions League coming up. Super 6, PTCH 23. Join the league. Seville, Arsenal, Man United, Copenhagen, Newcastle, Dortmund, Young Boys versus Man City,
You can't
Celtic,
remember that.
Atletico Madrid, and PSG, AC Milan. What a Champions League tie that is.
We are streaming as well. Yep.
Yeah, the third of those fixtures.
I think
I
that's
wonder
Seville,
why
Arsenal,
we're
then
doing
Seville.
Newcastle.
Seville Arsenal could be tough, away it's
Yeah,
Seville.
that is a tough game.
That is a tough
I'll
game.
put you as a draw.
I've got
Yeah.
it.
I think a draw would be a good result though.
Yeah, I've got it as a draw.
You need to win after the Lons game.
Long game.
Lons.
Yeah, we'll probably be pissed for it Thursday.
What's easiest to predict there, guys?
Points. Easiest to predict is Man City 4-0 Young Boys.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Agree with what?
The young boys are the easiest ones to predict.
So wrong. Anyways, guys, it's a free.
That's
it's a
the
free
name of
shot. It's a free shot at winning £250,000. So make sure you sign it out using the link in the description down below.